Chapter 19. Colorado Survival Institute. John Hamman, 12. 38 degrees, 46 minutes, 17.2 seconds. North 105 degrees, 10 minutes, and 2.6 seconds west. 1982, near Cripple Creek, Colorado.
Shit, 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 shit.
Jenny repeated this mantra as she ran up the rocky trail and assiduously avoided tripping on the scree. Tripping now would be bad. She chanced to look back, and her pursuer was still there. She was alternating between careful stalks and ferocious runs toward Jenny that always stopped short, as Jenny readied the log she'd picked up to defend herself. The stalker was at least 150 pounds of pissed-off mountain lion. What Jenny had done to piss her off, she didn't know. Somehow, in the midst of her panicked thoughts, Jenny imagined that the mountain lion had babies somewhere nearby. Who knew, and why that mattered at that moment? She had no idea, but that was for another time, one when a pissed-off, overgrown cat was not trying to eat her. Jenny heard a voice echoing through the canyon. It wasn't her imagination or some long-lost prospector's ghost. It was the voice of her wilderness survival coach, the oddly named, or perhaps aptly named for this particular incident, Reuben Angry Lion.
"I'd find a tree if I were you,"
the voice said, with not a small bit of humor in the delivery.
"You might want to hurry. She looks angry and outweighs you by quite a bit."
Thanks, Reuben. What an asshole, she thought.
Find a tree, find a tree, find a tree.
There, on the right, a tree with some lower branches she could reach with a jump. She veered off the trail and jumped into the tree, grabbing the lowest branch, and climbed like her life depended on it, as it may well have. The mountain lion was right behind Jenny and started to follow her up the tree. Once Jenny had gotten about 10 feet up, she turned and brained the beast right between the eyes with the trusty log she'd managed to hold onto throughout the climb. That took the fight out of the cat. She didn't fall out of the tree, but hung there for a minute with her ears tucked back, with an angry and somehow disapproving look on her face. Jenny's beloved Mr. Cuddle Bunny had many a time given her the same look at home when he was perturbed with some imagined slight. With a low growl to let Jenny know she had decided to leave her prey be, so long as Jenny stayed far away from her area, she descended the tree and ambled down the trail back to wherever the hell bitchy mountain lions went after a busy morning of terrifying young girls. Jenny could still hear the echoing laughter of her tormentor, Reuben. How was it that she was in the middle of bumfuck Egypt, Colorado, and still surrounded entirely by assholes? Jenny yelled into the air.
I'm glad you're having a good time, Reuben, you fucking wet wipe.
The laughter abated long enough for him to reply,
"Such language from such a young woman. It's not fitting."
The laughter resumed, and if such a thing was possible, at an even higher volume. Other kids from Jenny's high school were in Acapulco or Hawaii. Some sat at home and played video games. Some even went to summer camp. She had to assume their summer camps involved things like swimming and whitewater rafting, and assiduously avoided the angry mountain lion chase event she'd had the opportunity to experience. Jenny thought of Mr. Brown, sitting in the Midnight Rose Hotel and Casino in Cripple Creek at that very moment, sitting in the air conditioning, sipping a cold drink, and undoubtedly complaining about the accommodations, as he was apt to do. Jenny swore that he'd object if you hung him with a golden rope. He'd turned self-pity into a high art form. There she was, up a tree, scratched, bruised, filthy, and sore, wearing moccasins she'd had to sew herself, and a positively horrible Native American pattern tunic that she'd fashioned from buckskin that fell to her knees. Jenny realized her ass was hanging out, as Native Americans didn't wear underwear, and she'd not been able to figure out how to make a pair of pants, so a knee-length dress-type thing it was. She could now see the downfall of this type of clothing, as she tried to pull her skirt out of the branches before Reuben could see her bare-assed in a tree and most likely fall over dead in a fit of uncontrollable laughter. That voice, filtering through the gorge, filled Jenny with a level of hate that a girl her age should never know.
Daylight's burning. Come on, Squeaky, let's get going.
Squeaky.
Jenny called. The voice answered.
That's the noise you were making running up that trail. That's your Indian name now.
She responded angrily.
That's some bullshit. That's not even a thing. You just made that up.
The echoing voice responded between fits of laughter.
Ancient Indian rules. I didn't make them up, Squeaky, but it's my sacred duty to observe them.
I hate him. I hate him so very, very much.
Jenny grumbled as she carefully lowered herself down from the tree.